Hey guys, so we're here for our very first business visit. We're at Yabos Food, which is a company co-founded by Dzifa and Sena. They're both brothers, and they're going to tell us a little bit about how they came to found this company and why they did it. So what inspired you guys to start Yabos Food, and how did this idea come about, and why are you guys both convinced that it's going to thrive in a city like Accra?
Sure. So the idea came about a year ago. I was living in the US at the time in Chicago, and Sena came and visited me, and we went out to eat dinner at a restaurant like Chipotle. And we've always been two brothers who are always looking for opportunities in Ghana. So we're always brainstorming ideas. This will work in Ghana, or this might work. And we just noticed around and was like, wow, this food business, a business like this could work in Ghana. We go home that night and literally put it on whiteboard and spent like 20 minutes just building out this business.
Every great idea starts with some whiteboarding.
Yeah, it starts with some whiteboarding. We sat 20 minutes, put some paper, put some numbers. And we're like, okay, what do we need? How do we start? And I came home. I quit my job three days after that, and came home. Yeah, at the time I was looking for an opportunity to come home.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? Why not do this? Why not come home and do something?
Why not?
So
Why not?
that's how it started.
I love it. I love the risk taking. Like, came with an idea and you're like, oh, look, time to go. Time to go.
Yeah,
back to Accra.
Yeah,
back to Accra.
Time to go. We're young, you know, we have the ability to do it. We know responsibilities, but it's the time to try things.
My name is Sena, born in Switzerland. My family moved back when I was 5, and then went off to the US to do college. I went to Ohio Wesleyan. Immediately after graduation, I moved back a couple months after, and literally hit the ground running. I decided to start my own thing. I tried my hands at a few things. Some were successful, some weren't. But yeah, it's been a learning experience and a hell of a journey since then. And here we are now.
And here we are. So you've always just had that entrepreneurial spirit from the jump.
I mean, I believe in, you know, whatever it is your mind can create, you have the ability to make it happen. So we're young, like you said. You might as well give it a try. What's the worst that can happen?
So what about you?
Very similar story. Grew up here, did primary school, middle school here, high school. Went away for college, studied pre-law and French, and then when I finished, I worked as a paralegal for about 4 years. Hated it. Decided I wanted to go to business school because one day I wanted to own my own business.
Okay.
So I went to business school and then worked for about 2 years in the food industry, and Yabos came about, so I decided it's time. Quit corporates, and
You know,
a year ago, here we are.
one thing I really hate is when young people work in jobs that they hate, right? When they don't understand that they have agency over their lives, especially being privileged enough to have gone to college and really great schools, and to really navigate and live the life that you want to live. So I definitely hope that as we showcase the business today, the work that you guys are doing, people are encouraged and inspired to just jump right into it, because that's certainly what you did, and then you did that after a couple of years. What has been the biggest challenges so far with this company? Because one like this doesn't really yet exist in this city.
I think for us, it's learning about this business and this industry. I haven't worked in food. I used to do distribution, mainly in alcohol. He did, what did you do?
I did work in food.
Yeah, okay, he did a bit.
Food marketing.
Okay.
But obviously not in Africa. So
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff I learned does apply, but like you have to, what I've learned so far is that you have to apply it to this market. You need to tweak a lot of the things you learn in school and on the job there, and apply it to this market. So some things are, it's not always textbook approach here. You really have to understand the way things work here and really adjust your business plan or your strategies to this marketplace.
Yeah, and most of the societies that we grew up in, it's like people feel like, oh, straight out of college, you know, in order to be seen like successful or to not be a disgrace to your parents, you have to get a full-time job. You know, you have to, or if you don't have a full-time job, you're working towards a graduate degree of some sort. And being an entrepreneur is really not encouraged at all.
We don't build or create the entrepreneur in the young kids that are coming up these days, and we need to you know, hopefully we're inspiring people somewhere in Ghana, somewhere in Africa to like come out and really like bring out that creative side to create something. You know, it could be a new idea, it could be something that's already there and just like you trying to reinvent the wheel or, you know, add to whatever it is. And, you know, just bring it out of yourself because I believe every single one of us has that in us. Definitely. It's just about bringing it out.
Exactly. Yeah. But we're here now doing what you guys, you know, want to do. So this is awesome. All right, let's get right into it.
Well, first of all, let's discuss what is Yabos. So Yabos is a food truck company and a food service business. We really want to promote the whole concept of fast food. So it's easy, affordable, quick food that you can literally pick up order and pick up within 2 to 5 minutes. So this is where we assemble everything and then ship it out.
So really quickly, so who is your target audience then?
So our target audience is, you know, a young professional, somebody who's an everyday worker who doesn't really have the time to go out and sit or take a lunch break for over 30 minutes to an hour. Somebody who can literally just order, pick up, have it delivered to you or pick up from wherever the truck is located. You're not spending that much time on the truck because obviously it's sort of like an assembly line method. You come, you order, you pick up, you go. So it saves you a lot of time and it's convenient too.
What is your price range?
So typically an average Yabos pack for lunch would be about 15 cedis, which comes with a bottle of water. And for breakfast, you're looking at about 7 cedis. So the process starts with Nadia. As you can see, she's on the phone. She picks up the call, she takes the orders, which is sent over to the next station where food is prepped, then sent to the next station where it's packaged, and double checked if the order is correct, and then it's sent out to either the dispatch rider or placed onto the truck. And then from there, food is delivered to the customer at his or her convenience.
Cool, quality control, making sure people get the right food.
Absolutely.
All right, so show us around.
This is our hot kitchen. All the cooking happens here. Your rice is made here. Our chicken is baked here as well. All the stuff that's prepped in here is cooked in here basically. So we have a stove in here. And an oven here as well.
All right, cool. Let's go see the truck.
Sure.
I'm interested in knowing where did you guys where did you guys source this truck from and kind of trick it out to make it your own?
So we sourced it from China. I spent about 10 days there, just looking around, looking at what they have to offer, looking at different packaging, looking at different truck types, and just trying to like find what we actually really need.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to make it very simple, whereby anybody we hire can easily work in this space. It's open, it's accessible, you can move around easy, and it has like a natural kitchen flow.
Yeah.
So if you look at the layout, and of course bear in mind there are a few things that are missing because we haven't moved yet. We have a hot tray, which is where most of the food is going to be placed. We have your freezer, you have a drinks fridge, and then we have little cabinets here where we'll keep our packaging. And because we're big on hygiene, we have a sink. So whatever needs to be cleaned, washed, people need to wash their hands, it's all right there.
So I'm really interested in knowing, so I love the name Yabos actually, but tell us a little bit more about how you guys came up with this name.
So Yabos is our grandmother's name.
Okay.
Our dad's mom. She passed on 2 years ago, but she was always cooking, and so her name was Yabole, and we used to call her Yabo for shorts. And so we just started the business to her.
So what about the logo? Because I feel like this is also pretty cool. I guess it's eye-catchy. I really liked it when I first saw it.
So I mean, we're looking for friendly colors,
okay.
Colors that people can identify with, colors that stand out, that you don't need too much text, that you can just look at and it literally like stands out.
It is, yeah.
If you look closely, we sort of like incorporated a chicken in there, so you can see a tail and a beak.
Yeah,
and that's mainly because we are sort of becoming known for our chicken, which is something we're very proud of. We take a lot of time in prepping our chicken and making sure that it tastes as good as you had.
Hey, can I take your order? While I've been here, I've learned that it's incredibly difficult to actually get a loan because interest rates are so high. They're like average 30%. No viable business is really getting a loan at 30%. The economics of it just simply doesn't make sense. But where did you guys get a loan to not only, or where did you guys get the funding to not only source this truck, build all of this out, because this land actually was totally clear, like there was nothing here. How were you guys able to make it happen?
So we sort of went the traditional route, which is, when I say traditional route, which is obviously moving to your immediate circle. So if you have a solid product or service and people believe in it, they will naturally just gravitate to it and really be willing to help you. So that's, well, I guess we were lucky in that sense. We felt like we had a solid product. We pitched it to a couple of people that were close to us. Fortunately, they believed in us and they were more than happy to help.
Aside from the funding, what would you guys say is perhaps an entrepreneurial skill that if you lack, that is also going to be a roadblock or will really inhibit your ability to start and build a viable business?
I would say the biggest thing is being comfortable with ambiguity and uncertainty. You know, starting a business is obviously a lot of learning new things that you've never probably done before.
Right.
So you definitely have to be one who's comfortable with learning new things, comfortable with not knowing all the answers, but having the right team around you to guide you and help you figure some of the problems out. And that's something that we've tried to do with some of the staff we have.
Yeah.
We've hired experts who can like cook the food and stuff like that, accountants and so on and so forth. But definitely being comfortable with ambiguity, and then I would say also being
dedicated.
Being dedicated
Being dedicated to your cause.
And being comfortable with getting your hands dirty. I mean, we're up at like 5:30 every single day just to make sure that this business thrives.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just sit back and stand on the sideline and say do this and do that. You have to really like have skin in the game and work with your staff to make sure that things happen.
So this brings about another question then, is like there is like no real like LinkedIn for Africa, right? So how did you guys find competent talent that you can trust to do the work that needs to be done, especially since you're in a startup phase? So these are people who also haven't worked, and this is such a different company, so these are people who also haven't exactly worked in an exact space like this. You're not going from like Google to Facebook to Apple or whatever.
You pray. No. It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
You have to just give it a shot. And along the line, you learn, you tweak things, you go back to the drawing board. But we've been fortunate, we've been lucky. We really tried to sell the vision and the dream to our staff, and fortunately enough, they caught on to it.
Yeah.
And everybody sort of like knows the direction in which we're going.
Yeah.
Once you have everybody on the same page, that's the way a business moves forward, whereby everybody knows what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done, and really how to come together and grow a business. So for us, we've been fortunate, I guess, but really just trying. You have to keep at it. You're gonna find people who aren't willing to do it. You learn how to get rid of them. You hire new people. One thing you have to realize is there are always people ready to work, willing to work, and willing to learn. So once you give them a shot and you're fortunate enough, it all works out.
All right, the trial and error, just jumping right in and like building kind of company culture where you guys are open and honest about this is the vision, and this is, this is not just your company, but this is our company. This is how we're going to get there together.
Yep.
I love it. So thank you guys for taking the time to do this with us. Now it's time to eat some food. I'm hungry.